It figures to be a wet one, but we'll have baseball for you on MLB Network nonetheless. It's the home opener of this new season between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Pittsburgh Pirates. Hello again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian getting set to bring you this one on MLB Network. I'm joined by Dan Plesac. And Dan, as we get things going this season, it's pitching that has to be key if this team's going to have success.
Hey, just like any team, pitching is going to be the key factor for this ball club as the year plays out. I'm sure the staff will have its ups and downs, but putting together some quality outings early in the season could do wonders for this club getting out of the gate with a good start.
All right. The stage is set. The starters get their final tosses in out in the bullpen, and we've got a good one in store for you, folks. Play-by-play is coming up next. Mitch Keller gets the ball for the opener in front of these hometown fans. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matty V, this ought to be exciting. This is one of the top young pitchers in the game right now. He keeps getting better. He keeps learning. And if he continues at this pace, this guy has a chance to be one of the more reliable pitchers in the game.
Here's Howie Kendrick. He will lead this one off today. One and two now as that one's fouled off. Kendrick waiting. Now the pitch. Again, he sends it out of play. Again, a 1-2. Now a swing and a miss on the slider as the leadoff man is set down on strikes to open up the ball game.
To me, when it's raining, the approach at the plate has to change a little bit, especially if you're a guy that can run a little bit. Put the ball in play any way possible, especially on the ground. Making plays in the rain becomes exponentially tougher to do when it's wet. So these offenses really need to limit the strikeouts.
Standing in now, Pete Alonso. A 2-1 count to the Blue Jays first baseman. And guys, as we take a look at the Pirates coming into this afternoon, they haven't quite been able to get on track yet. They come in 2-4 over their first 6 games.
Yeah, Matty, what I need to see out of this offense today is some early production. Somebody's got to get on base and put the defense on their heels. They've been struggling recently. They're not swinging the bats well. They got shut out yesterday, and this offense needs to adjust itself.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Don't quite know where that one missed, but it's not for me to decide. 3-2.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And it's fouled away. Still 3 balls and 2 strikes. The 8th pitch of the at-bat. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
Man, that's always tough. He was a strike away from striking out 2 in a row, but he got a little careless and caught too much of the plate there. It gets ripped for a 1-out extra base hit, and he's got some work to do now to get out of this one.
To the plate now, Justin Decker. Now it's swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. Time for a look at the umpires working this one. Behind the plate is Darryl Parker.
Well, Dero, Darryl Parker behind the dish, and you never really know what you're going to get from this guy.
Yeah, sometimes, and I'd hate to be mean and say he flips a coin back there because that's not the case. But as an offensive player,
there's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. But it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. And a relay to the plate. And not in time as the run scores.
Every manager and every pitcher in the league loves to play with an early lead, and they've got one here. Back-to-back doubles put them up by a run with the opportunity to stretch the lead here with another dangerous hitter set to step up.
At the plate now, George Springer. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. And the run is in to score from second. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Well, due to the elite speed, some say he's in scoring position even when he's starting from first. And here Showtrack demonstrates why, as we see the incredible top speed as he came around to score pretty easily from second.
Into the box now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Well, you don't need us to tell you it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
And that misses ball 4, so it's first and second now with only one away.
Wow, he's looking awfully shaky to start this game, guys. That's 3 hits and a walk. And there's no doubt that he's fighting himself right now. See if he can get this train back on the rails here.
Standing in, Bo Bichette. And now the Blue Jays look to put some more across the plate in this opening frame. On the ground is short. This could be 2. Reined in. 1 there. Relay to Bell. The double play. And that's how the inning ends. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. Toronto leads this one 2-0. Noah Decker, the left-handed Canadian, gets the starting assignment here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matty V, this ought to be a lot of fun. This guy won the Cy Young Award last year in the AL, so he knows how to pitch. And one of the things he does effectively, he attacks the strike zone. And if he does that, he should be fun to watch in this one.
Coming to the plate now, Kevin Newman. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch.
let's get it going, boys. Somebody's loose, hitting 98 with ease in the first inning.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
He's not going to feel good about that at bat, nor should he. You have to want to swing the bat, but he just stood there and looked at 4 straight pitches. Hopefully, we'll see him get a little bit more aggressive next time.
In now, Adam Frazier. And there's ball 2 now. And Dan Dero, the Blue Jays, as they enter play here this afternoon, they come in as hot as anyone in this first week of the season as they've won 5 of their first 6 contests.
Yeah, Matty, this team's coming together right now. They're playing dangerous baseball. You can tell the look in their eye. They feel good about where they're at. They've won a few games in a row, and they look to continue that trend today.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit to third. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And the recovery's too late as he's able to beat the throw to first.
Jeez, this looked like a routine grounder that just got away from him. Every school kid knows that you've got to look it all the way into the glove. He didn't, and now they've got to deal with a 1-out base runner.
So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Brian Reynolds. He was hitless in yesterday's shutout loss, as were many of his teammates. The 1-1 misses, ball 2.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
Now the 2-1.
I love the approach out on the mound. Everything's down in the zone as it should be, but now you find yourself in a 3-1 count. Do you elevate a little bit more and get back in this zone, or do you just pitch around them?
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes.
You're lucky if you get 1 pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
My man on the mound has just got great strikeout stuff working for him these days. Looking back at his last start, he racked up 9 Ks, and now he's looking like he can put up similar numbers in this one.
So now to the plate, Josh Bell, high in the air down the right field line. Decker is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Pirates leave 1. They're still down. It's 2-0. Second inning coming up, and Heidi Watney has an update for us on the weather forecast.
Matt, I am hearing that heavier rain is expected to pass through the ballpark at some point later in the game. The umpiring crew would, of course, like to get this one in uninterrupted, but it is possible that we could be looking at some sort of a delay if they determine the weather is impacting the play on the field.
All right, Heidi, thanks. We'll hope for the best, of course, but guys, you have to assume these players are probably going to be impacted by this weather at least a little.
Yeah, Matty, 100% it's going to be bothersome. They're going to have to watch their spikes. They're going to have to maybe gather themselves to get that extra grip on the baseball. But from a position player standpoint, you just can't lose focus. Starting pitchers are the ones that are going to have the most problems with it.
Hit to short. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line them, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good 2-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
Stepping in now, Yadier Molina got him. Fooled on the pitch as he swings at it in the dirt for strike 3.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
Standing in now, Noah Decker. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Robert stands at first with 1 out. Ball 3-1 now, and I think he wanted to know where that one was.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And there's a line drive base hit to left field.
Hey, it's one thing to give up a hit to a pitcher right here. You can live with that, but an American League pitcher, a guy who probably takes BP 10 days out of the year, this is surprising. He's going to have to bear down on the mound out there.
At the plate now, Howie Kendrick. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
In a big spot like this, you have to be looking for something you can handle. That pitch bunched him up completely, so I think he's trying to do a little bit too much right now.
The count now at 2-2. First and second now, one man out. In the dirt here. The runners will hold tight, but it's a full count now, 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
That's his second strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in a dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
To the plate now, Pete Alonso. Squared that one up just a little late. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. The Blue Jays leave a pair, but they're on top 2-0. At the plate, Gregory Polanco, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
And he fouls this one off. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. Hit hard to the right side, but foul. Now another 2-2. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first down.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
In now, Chris Sharp. It's 1-2. Decker is a guy that's able to keep the bat off the ball. That's kind of the name of the game for a pitcher, and as a starter, it really helps him work deep into games.
Matty V, one of the toughest parts about scoring runs is bunching 3 or 4 hits together an inning, and that's one of the things this guy does really well. He's tough to hit, and he's really tough to get 3 or 4 hits off of. That's one of the reasons why he's one of the better pitchers.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Chris Sharp goes down for the second out in the bottom half. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
This offense just doesn't look like they came to play today. Ugly swing after ugly swing.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Down in order go the Pirates. They're down 2-0. Digging in for his second at-bat, Justin Decker. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it.
Swing, and he rockets this one down the left field line. Gone to lead off the inning. So a solo shot down the line in left. First home run of the campaign for him. And the Jays have moved out in front 3-0.
Well, his first home run of the season is a memorable one. As we take a look at it here, you can see that it was 50-50 if it was going to stay fair. But somehow he wills it just enough until clank, it hits off the foul pole for a homer.
Into the box now, George Springer. Well outside with the curveball for a ball.
The struggles continue, but that happens when you're not able to locate your secondary pitches. You become a one-pitch pitcher. He needs to start to get those secondary pitches over really fast.
Fouled off. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Into the box, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Ball 3. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
The batter, number 11, shortstop. Bo.
Into the box now, Bo Bichette. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Into the corner and slicing foul. Here's another 2-2. Takes this the other way to right. Polanco is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Luis Robert. He reached on a single in his first try. The 3-2 pitch. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. The 3-2 one more time. And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
So it's first and second with 2 men gone. And here now is the catcher, Yadier Molina. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1 and 2. Has a look, now the pitch. A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. Jays add 1 more on the solo home run. We played 2.5. It's now 3-0 in favor of the Jays. Leading off the inning, Jesse Medrano, and they'll need him to get something going here. Now the 1-1 pitch is strike 2, swinging.
Man, this has been a game filled of a lot of swings and misses. Not very many confident swings, and this team up there, they'd swing at a butterfly right now if it flew in front of the plate. Lots of swings, lots of misses, a lot of ugly at-bats for this team right now.
Fouled away. Now the pitch. Popped him up. Alonso in foul ground. Makes the play, 1 away.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, Mitch Keller.
Into the box, Mitch Keller. He'll get to take his first cuts here. 1-1 home. Line towards center field. And the Pirates are in the hit column.
Hey, I'm not surprised right here this pitcher mixed in a knock. Playing in the National League, he gets way more opportunity to work on his craft from the offensive side of the ball. NL pitchers definitely have an advantage in these interleague games.
Standing in, Kevin Newman, 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Working for the punch out and the offering. And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are 2 away now.
Wow, this guy's mowing right through this lineup right now, but that's what happens when you don't get a chance to see a pitcher very often. That's one of the things that are helpful when you're pitching in interleague games. It's always a good advantage for the pitcher because the hitters don't get to see that guy very often.
So now to the plate, Adam Frazier, right side. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Sometimes you need a little luck. Sometimes you need to get a ground ball with eyes. And that's exactly what happened right there.
At the plate now, Brian Reynolds. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Pirates strand a couple, still down 3-0. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first Heidi Watney standing by with a report.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. All set for the start of the inning, and next it'll be a good hitting pitcher, Noah Decker.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Is a fastball taken high for a ball. Waiting on deck is Howie Kendrick. Slapped hard the opposite way. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
When you've got the pitcher leading off an inning, you have to feel pretty confident about getting the first out without much problems. But the pitcher with a bat in his hands had other ideas. Put some solid wood on it and found himself on second with the leadoff double.
To the plate now, Howie Kendrick lifted into center field. Catch made out there in center field as the runner will tag from second. And he'll make it up to third safely here with 1 away.
Now batting, the first baseman.
So a runner at third here with 1 gone. And up steps the power bat of Pete Alonso. A 1-1. Pretty well hit. Deep down the line in right, but that's back into the seats. Foul. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Alonso carries a batting line little over the 260 mark. And it's fouled away. A man at third with 1 away. Another one sent foul. Unable to find the zone with the slider.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a 1-2 count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job to work the count back to even.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full 3-2 here.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat, is this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
3-2 pitch. And that's outside. He lost him, ball 4.
And as a pitcher, that's always tough. Looked like he got a bad break on some of those calls, but he's got to learn that sometimes the calls don't go your way, and you've just got to move on. That's something that young pitchers can have a hard time with, though.
Now here's the Pirates manager up out of the dugout on his way to the mound, and it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So he will curiously make his way to the dugout after what has to be considered a very brief appearance. JT Brubaker answers the call from the pen here in the 4th, as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter.
Brubaker.
Justin Decker will be the first to greet him here, as he'll do so with runners at the corners and only 1 out. The 3-1. And he misses, ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news? A single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Here's George Springer. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
And he can't allow the same thing to happen in this situation. This is a big-time spot in this game. He's got to find a way to put the ball in play.
Ball taken there. 2-1 now. From the belt, kicks and deals. Three runs, 7 hits, 1 error thus far for Toronto. A bouncer to the left side. To Frazier at the bag. But one's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue.
Well, they really did have a shot at turning 2 on the high chopper. They only get 1, and that allows the runner from third to score.
Now to the plate, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And their runners at the corners now. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Reynolds will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Blue Jays forced to settle for just the 1. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The Jays lead it 4-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and next it'll be the switch hitting first baseman Josh Bell.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
That's popped up. In there, a base hit.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Row. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
Stepping in now, Gregory Polanco, and he fouls this one off. Payoff pitch one more time. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire, so it's ball 4.
The left fielder, number 29.
Oh, man, that check swing was about as close as they get. Tough call for the umpire, but it goes the batter's way this time, and he draws the walk.
Digging in now, Chris Sharp. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Fouled off. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. Now this is slowly hit to short, probably too slowly to get to. Kendrick, relay throw, but it'll be too late as he's well safe at first.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
Stepping into the box, Jacob Stallings, and he's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone. The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2.
A time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Here's the 2-2. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
Standing in now, Jesse Medrano. 2-2. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Fouled away. Ready with another 2-2. Swing and a liner, but foul. Another try at 2-2. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
This is line to left. A dive, but it's off his glove. And the runner from third crosses the plate. And this is pretty cool, guys. Not only is that his first big league hit, it's also his first major league RBI. Not a bad way to get your career started.
Yeah, no doubt, Matty. He took care of the 2 first with 1 swing of the bat. So congrats to him on achieving something that's really special that he's worked so very hard for. He'll never forget this moment as long as he lives.
In now, JT Brubaker. Pirates pitcher at the plate with a 1-2 count. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
Total agreement, Matt, and particularly that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Pirates get just the 1, and that's all. We played 4 full. The Blue Jays on top, 4-1. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And in to bat next, the legacy Bo Bichette. The 3-2 pitch. Is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Now batting, the left fielder, Luis Robert.
In now, Luis Robert. It was a walk in his last trip. 5th inning here in a 4-1 ball game. And a good eye there as the Jays left fielder's able to move the count in his favor at 2-1 now. And now pitch on the way. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
That pitch was way down on 2-2, but give the hitter some credit there. Sometimes with 2 strikes, you're more apt to expand the strike zone, but he didn't and held off on that one that wasn't even close.
Newman takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
Next to bat for Toronto, Yadier Molina. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
Line towards center field, and that'll get down for a 2-out single. So the 2-out base hit and the top of the inning is still alive.
Now batting, the pitcher, Noah Decker.
So now to the plate, Noah Decker. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. A runner on first with 2 away. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. Blue Jays held in check, but they lead it 4-1. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, I talked with Pittsburgh's manager during the inning break about the Pirates' offensive production to this point, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
All right, Heidi, thank you. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Kevin Newman. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. High in the air into shallow left center. Left fielder coming in. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Up next for the Pirates, the shortstop, Adam Frazier.
Digging in, Adam Frazier. A hit in 2 tries so far. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. This is on the ground over to first. And that is going to sneak on through into right. It's a 1-out single.
The center fielder, number 10, Ryan.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Ryan Reynolds. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Now the 3-2 pitch. And this is lifted out towards straightaway center field. Springer on the run. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
The first baseman, number 55, Josh Bell.
So 2 gone here in the Pirates' 5th. And digging into bat next, the big bat of Josh Bell. Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses for the second ball. Slider can't find the zone here, and he's behind now 3-1.
No reason to sit on anything other than hard stuff in a location you like and drive it right now.
Line drive, base hit. As we take a look at his numbers, a couple of things jump out at you.
And here's the thing from a pitcher's perspective. You look at this line and you think, wow, he's been sitting guys down all game long, and that's true. But on the flip side, his pitch count is up there. You have to wonder if he might be starting to get a little bit tired in this one.
Yeah, and in today's game, everyone seems to want to err on the side of caution in terms of pitch counts. Into the box, Gregory Polanco. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Pirates strand a couple. They trail it 4-1. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and stepping in is the second baseman, Howie Kendrick. Kendrick waiting. Now the pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. Newman's got it. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Now in the box, Pete Alonso. It was a walk in his last trip. 6th inning. 4-1 is our score. Little too much bite on the slider that time, taken outside.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
2-2.
Liner toward right center, and that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
Many guys fall victim to the breaking ball and want to get out in front of it, and they end up rolling it over to the pull side. Batter was able to execute, stay inside, keep his hands back, and drive it the other way.
At the plate, Justin Decker. 2-2.
I'm absolutely shocked he took that pitch right there. Right in the wheelhouse, low 90s heater. That's one you gotta let go on.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
Wow, he almost blew that fastball by him, but he shows some quick hands to catch up to it and drive it down the opposite line. Didn't keep it fair by much, but he did, and that's a nice 2-bagger.
And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order.
Well, they felt it was better to take the bat out of the hands of a guy like that. He's just too dangerous, and they decided they'll take their chances with the next guy in the lineup.
Bases are loaded with only 1 out. Taken off the outside as the breaking ball couldn't catch the corner.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
The 2-1 home. Takes this the other way to right, and that's in there. Base hit. 1 run is scored. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's 6-1.
The batter, number 11, shortstop, Bo Bichette.
Stepping in now, Bo Bichette. Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
And this one is over, and he works the count back to 2-2.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or you're still looking for the double play ball?
Good time to try to put the ball down in the strike zone. You can either get a strikeout or a potential double play ball.
The 2-2. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Reynolds is on the move for it at the track, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall.
When this thing left the bat, I thought it had 3-run homer written all over it, but it bounces off the wall, so only 1 run scores. And now a chance for his buddy to return the favor and bring in 1 or maybe 2.
Joan Duran gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. To the plate now, Luis Robert. 1 ball and 2 strikes the count. 3 runs already home here. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. 1 run scores. The throw to the plate. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
Boy, that's an aggressive send there, D-Roy, because this outfielder has a very strong throwing arm.
Yeah, when you're sitting in a hitter's meeting, that's stuff they go over. So every base runner is on notice, knowing that this guy's got one of the strongest arms in the league, but they challenged him, and it worked.
Into the box now. Yadier Molina. Pitch misses low. The throw down. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there. Well, that stolen base was about as bang as they come, and as Show Track demonstrates to us right here, it was his top speed that really made all the difference. He's definitely got wheels, and they were on display there. Still only 1 out in the inning. Swing and a liner. But unfortunately, right at the shortstop for the 2nd out.
Now back, the pitcher, Noah Decker.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Noah Decker, and a chance now to increase his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 gone. A 1-1. Line towards center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 9 men come to the plate, however. 5 of them score. 6th, 7th, and 8th place hitters due up in the bottom of inning number 6. It's the Blue Jays 9 and the Pirates 1. Up next for the Buccos, Chris Sharp. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
This one doesn't look good so far, down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
And some action now in the Toronto bullpen as a right-hander starts to get loose. Good pitch there, had him a little out in front.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
The 2-2. And now this ball's lifted in the air down the right field line, but this will get back into the seats, so the count holds at 2-2. One that misses inside, and the counts run full now. 3-2.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Weak grounder back to the mound. And there's one down now.
Now batting, the catcher, Jacob Stallings.
Digging in, Jacob Stallings. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Two balls and 2 strikes the count to the Pirates catcher.
Well, he's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, but it's not like he's walking a bunch of guys. Only 1 free pass to this point, but they're still making him work really hard.
Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
One out, nobody on. He loses him on ball 4.
Now batting, third baseman, Jesse.
Stepping up to the plate, Jesse Medrano. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Lifted in the air out to center field. There to play it is Springer, and that's out number 2.
The pitcher, number 61, Sherlock.
Ke'Bryan Hayes will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Hitting for the Pirates, number 13, Ke'Bryan Hayes.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. And a breaking ball runs in and gets him, and I doubt there was any intent behind that.
Well, he's really been good all game long until that one. He was definitely not trying to hit a guy when he's got 2 strikes on him. It just appeared that it got away from him.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Kevin Newman. 4th trip to the plate now, and he's hitless to this point.
Yeah, he and his teammates have really been shut down by some very good pitching in this one. Been fun for a guy like me to watch.
Two down, runners at first and second. Fooled pretty badly there as he reaches to poke this one foul. The 2-2 one more time.
I got 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Popped up. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Up next to the Pirates, the shortstop, Adam.
So now the Jays manager will make his way out toward the mound. And a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So his final ledger will show just 5 2/3 innings of work, but he did what he needed to do in this one. Michael Baird answers the call to pitch here in a big spot. He inherits a bases loaded jam, but needs just one out to get out of it. At the plate now, Adam Frazier. Swing and a hot shot toward third. And this is going to plate at least 2 of those runners as it's down for extra bases. And the throw in gets away from him. He's in at second safely as 2 runs come across to score away from the play.
Yeah, with the bases loaded, he didn't walk a run in, so instead he makes the cardinal mistake of putting it right in the heart of the plate. And when you do that, you're going to pay the price, and that's exactly what happens with a 2 RBI double.
Standing in now, Brian Reynolds. And this is sliced hard down the left field line. And that gets over the wall now, but both runners will score anyway.
There's an interesting play right there. Base open. They elect to pitch to him. And what does he do? He hits a ground rule double, which forces the run from second and third to come in to score.
Into the box, Josh Bell. It's 2 balls and a strike to Josh Bell. And this pitch is hit foul off to the left and out of play, so the count goes to 2-2 now. From the stretch. Pitch popped up. Bichette's there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate and they push across 4 runs. We're through 6 full. It's the Blue Jays 9 and the Pirates 5. Cody Ponce is into the ball game now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here.
63, Cody Ponce.
7th inning ready to roll, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman Howie Kendrick. The 3-1. A swing and a miss, and that'll fill the count at 3-2. Now it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing in the Pittsburgh bullpen. The 3-2 pitch. And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
Now batting, the first baseman, Pete.
So here's Pete Alonso. So far 2 for 3 in this one. A runner at first with no outs here. All even now, 2-2. And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3.
Now batting, the right
Digging in and looking for more, Justin Decker. Already a homer and 2 doubles to his credit thus far. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Hit hard on the ground to second, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Dan, with that single, he's now 3/4 of the way to hitting for the cycle. Toughest one still on the shelf, though. He's got to get it triple.
Yeah, that you said it, Hero. That's one of those that's either got to hit right down the line or one of those tweeners in the gap. He has enough speed, so if he can find a gap or find one down the line, maybe he can do it, and he's going to at least get one more at bat in this one.
Ready with the 2-2. Swing and a little blooper to center. Here's Reynolds moving forward on it, but he can't get to it. That's a 1-out hit. As he arrives at second without a play, as also on the play, a run comes across to score.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his 3rd RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Well, I tell you, those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
In now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. to third. Scooped up. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile, the runner is in to score.
Now batting, shortstop, Bo Bichette.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Bo Bichette, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Now the 2-1 pitch. Popped him up. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. On now to the bottom of inning number 7. It's the Blue Jays 11 and the Pirates 5. At the plate, Gregory Polanco. No hits to this point.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
The 1-1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
He was looking for a swing and a miss breaker right there, but left that one in the zone that got fouled off.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game.
The left fielder,
Striding in,
29.
Chris Sharp. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. The 1-1 is taken for ball 2. And it's fouled away.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
So now to the plate, Jacob Stallings. And he fouls this one off. A payoff pitch one more time. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Got him! And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. They'll need better than that. Down 11-5. Now at the plate, Luis Robert coming off the clutch 2-run single his last time up. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up, and he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first out. Coming to the plate now, Yadier Molina. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Heading out towards shallow right. Polanco on the run. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now.
The pitcher, number 39, Michael
Lourdes Gurriel will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
13, Lourdes Gurriel.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2.
3 balls, 2
Well, he
strikes.
really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul. Again, another foul ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Line down the left field line. But this is foul near the seats.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Reynolds has it for out number 3. Blue Jays go down in order. They're up big, however. It's 11-5. Joaquin Soria is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 48, Joaquin Soria.
Leading off the inning, Jesse Medrano, and they'll need him to get something going here. A swing and a shot hit down the corner.
But this one will bend foul. Had plenty of distance, though, as it landed in the upper deck.
The 2-2. And another foul ball. Struck him out.
Anytime you get rookies just breaking into the big leagues, you have to expect a certain amount of this. There aren't any easy at-bats at this level, and you really have to learn how to slow the game down in your head because everything feels like it's so much faster up here.
Jazz Chisholm will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 70, Jazz Chisholm.
Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Two, here it is. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
The 3-2 pitch. And he lays off ball 4, so he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
Up next for Pittsburgh, the second baseman, Kevin.
Into the box now, Kevin Newman. He's 1 for 4 for the game. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Strike 2 swinging just out in front of the slider. Runners on first with 1 down. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. This is on the ground over to first. To second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So they go quietly here in this half inning. 9th inning coming up. Toronto leads this one 11-5. Michael Feliz comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Michael.
New inning set to get underway, and stepping in is the second baseman, Howie Kendrick. The 1-1. Taken, strike 2. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Payoff pitch on its way. Liner towards second, but this will be gloved out there at second as he didn't have far to go for the out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Action now in that Pirate bullpen as a left-hander starts to heat up down there. Swing and a miss at a ball tailing out of the zone. 2-2.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
Here now the 2-2 is looked at and the count moves full. Now the 3-2 pitch. Bounce to first. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. Throw into second. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
He just smoked this ball right down the line. Take a look here. Hard to tell if it was fair or foul in real time, but you could see it flies right over the bag. Ump was all over it and made a great call.
To the plate now, Justin Decker breaks his bat as this one's popped up, and he'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out there to make the play for route number 2. And now the Toronto number 4 hitter, George Springer. Lifetime versus this pitcher, he's 1 for 3. Now the 2-1 pitch.
3 balls, 1 strike.
We all know this guy is a great hitter. In a 3-1 count, this is just what he's looking for. He loves to hit when the count's in his favor like this.
3 balls and 2 strikes to the Blue Jays center fielder.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Going back is the left fielder. A leap at the wall, but he can't bring this one back. It's a home run. George Springer puts 2 on the board with that home run. Second home run early in the year as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Oh, and that was really close to a long out. The left fielder had a beat on it, and he gave it a great effort, but he couldn't quite bring it back. Instead, it's a trip around the bases.
Stepping in now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Swing and a liner. But this won't get by the shortstop as he's there to take it in for the 3rd out. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run. 2, 3, and 4 set to kick off the bottom of the 9th. The Jays lead it 13-5. And that'll bring in Adam Frazier, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Man, this guy's been locked in all game long. I don't know where that ugly swing just came from.
The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
At the plate, Brian Reynolds. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Now the 2-1 makes him swing and miss on a ball out of the zone for strike 2.
Hey, I'd like to see a little bit more discipline in that. You get a count in your favor and he's swinging a pitch that bad? Not good.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Josh Bell is on deck. Out of the stretch, the 3-2 pitch home. Full count still. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Too high, and that cost him ball 4.
The first baseman, number 55. Josh.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Josh Bell. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. The 2-2. Popped him up. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the 2nd out.
Now batting, the right fielder, Gregory Polanco.
So digging in now, Gregory Polanco. He went down on strikes last time up. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2. Two out with the man at first. This ball will be chopped foul. Pittsburgh down to their last strike. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
High and deep to straightaway right. Going back is the right fielder. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. So it's a 2-run dinger for Gregory Polanco. 2nd home run early in the year. And this lead has been cut to just 6 now.
Well, when you're down a bunch of runs, you know the last thing they want to do is walk you. So right there, he picks on a good one to hit and plants it right over the wall.
Standing in now, Chris Sharp. Had nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
You can just see that the confidence is radiating off of them out there right now. That's 6 wins in a row, and this looks like a train that's not about to slow down anytime soon.
13-7 is how this one ends. The Jays scored a lucky 13 in this one. Noah Decker earns the win, his 2nd, as he racked up 10 strikeouts in the effort. Mitch Keller couldn't escape the 4th inning as he slapped with the loss. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 18 minutes. Our paid attendance at PNC Park this afternoon, 38,362. The Pirates thank you for attending today's game and remind you to please drive home safely.